We've entered into technology now, and I want to talk about technology in sports. Dream football did not exist when you started playing football. There was no really video filming, not technology at this scale. How have you seen the evolution of technology, especially in football, in your career to today?
Well, I stopped playing football in 2009, so I played for 20 years more or less, and of course there's been some important changes in terms of technology in football. I have idea that in football you can't lose the sense of what is football, because I start play football in the street, not in academies, and I didn't like to see football being changing what is the sense. No, I think of course the desire of to predict what happened in the future is part of the human nature, but I think technology shows how innovative tools can improve the game. Technology will not decide winners or losers, but makes the game fairer. No? So I think some changes is being done in terms of technology, including in football, like goal line technology that when I play was not existing, the electronic performance and tracking systems, the VAR. So these kind of situations can make the football more fair, but not deciding who wins or lose. So it's important changes through these years, and I hope that we follow the technology that we have to the good of sport.
Excellent. You touched on something which is making a lot of noise at the moment, which is VAR. You've been a player, you're an advisor to UEFA. How do you feel about VAR and how it's being used in world football today?
Well, I think it's an important tool that helps to decide well, but I think should be communicate, inform not only the people that is inside of football, but outside, the fans too, because you have to have a concept, a correct concept that what is VAR. It's very difficult when you watch football and you see a decision or a penalty sign or a decision by the referee that you don't understand because you're not educated
on the laws.
How is the real rule of the game, no? The laws of the game. So I think it's very important to have that concept. All the industry of football use the technology and explain really what is and why is like this. Because sometimes I see some decisions that I play football and I think, why and what happened, no? So I think it's very, very important, the education. Of course, the VAR is very important because it makes more fair the results, but in the way that everyone is in the same line and everyone understands the decisions of in this case, the referees.
So, as a fan, I want to ask you something. I'm a fan watching at home or in the stadium. Explain to me why we cannot hear the referee speaking to VAR. Because for me, it fixes your problem. We need to understand why. The only people that can explain to me why this decision has been taken is the VAR and the referee who took this decision. Why do we not have that at the moment in football? Do you think it's to protect the referee?
Well, I think is a step that could be made in the future, but maybe right now is a conversation that must be settled between the referee and the VAR box in this case, and maybe it's to protect, of course, the decision of the referee, because sometimes, like I said before, I think is the intuition of the referee the decision, and must be very strict. In my opinion, the decision is like black and white in the terms of what happened in the box, no? So maybe the next step will happen because it's recently the VR and there's a lot of things that should be improved.
Should be improved. Goal line technology. Do you think that's going on well? The ball that hits the line, we saw in 2010, I think, in the World Cup, Frank Lampard, and I think that's where FIFA started changing the idea. For me, it's probably the best example of a technology which has worked in sports. Do you think there's anything controversial about it, or all is good with it?
No, I think it's easy because the goal line technology shows you really if the ball is inside or outside. So in that case, it's not so many doubts in terms of the decision.
Okay.